Alright, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages? Today, we have another album review. No surprise there. I will say, I am aware that I am uploading straight album reviews, and I apologize if you don't like that. I'm trying to think of different video ideas. I have made one video. If it turns out good, I will upload it. I have to edit it. Really, right now, I'm just making videos for those who watch. But the album we're reviewing today is Dark Skies by Fit for a King. So if you guys have been wanting me to review a more heavier band, well, here you go. So this is the 5th studio album from Fit for a King. So I'm 90% sure that the screamer and the singer are the same person. There is another singer in the band, but I'm pretty sure the screamer handles most of the singing as well. I think there's 2 tracks on this album where the other singer comes in. So I'm gonna stop wasting time. I am reviewing Dark Skies by Fit for a King. Let's get into this. So the first track is Engraved. So as expected for intros, it builds up for about a minute, and then it kicks off with Ryan saying, "Make me a memory," and fucking they start killing shit, guitars, all that shit. The overall pace of the song, it's not so much slow or fast, just like the drums, you heard it. Like, it's not something you hear every day. Like, it sounds unique, and I can appreciate that. And this band is pretty promising when it comes to mixing melodic hooks and heavy screams. So the hook has gotten stuck in my head a few times, and if that indicates that it's a good song, well, that's good. Other than that, it has a nice hook, it has nice verses, it's a nice song. I give it a 7.5. So the second track is The Price of Agony. Just from doing a little bit of research, I'm pretty sure this song is about politics and how, like, our country is so divided and we're getting even more divided as time passes. So I'm not really a politics guy, but I can see why they made this. I am aware of this dilemma. This was one of the 5 singles that they released off of the album, and this was the only one that didn't really stick to me, but I'm sure, like a lot of songs, it just has to grow on me, because I think this song was pretty well received. So the hook is pretty nice, you know, it shows that Ryan is talented and he can hit notes. At the end of the song, they bring in a second hook, and he just sings it as the song fades out. I kind of like it when people do that. So as expected from a metal band, this song does have a breakdown. I think it's a breakdown. I really don't know what else to call it, so I'm going to call it a breakdown, and if I'm wrong and there's another term for it, please let me know. And they typically do good when they do breakdowns like that. It just sounds cool, gives it that fucking hardcore hell yeah. Really, they just took a messy subject and made a good song out of it, so I give this song an 8. So the third track is Backbreaker. So really, this song is just hardcore and something you could mosh pit to. So there's no singing in this song, and I feel like that's needed, because with a screamer like this, man, like, I feel like he needs a few songs where he can just go in. As you heard in the preview, the hook is it just has a hardcore vibe, just sounds heavy, and the riff after the first hook is really fucking nice. I like how they're just playing it, and then it fucking spikes up. I'll play it, because that might have been a weird way to explain it. And the breakdown after the second hook, holy shit, it's pretty good. I will play that too. And can we just talk about the final fucking scream? The song ends, Ryan says, "This will be my end." But he holds end for like 20 seconds. I don't know about you, but that seems very hard to do. Overall, it's just a energetic and hardcore track. I give it a 9. So the fourth track is Anthem of the Defeated. So I'm not the biggest fan of comparing bands to other bands, but I get some Five Finger Death Punch and some slight Slipknot vibes from this song. That doesn't take away from the song at all. It's just the feel I get from it. So like the last track, they keep the hardcore mood going. I could imagine people like working out to this song, like getting mad fucking gains. And like in the middle of the song, there's a really fucking cool guitar solo. Man, I just like it. I like guitar solos. Like, it's their time to shine. And they made it count. Like, that was fucking sick. I like how in the hook, he speaks the first 4 lines, and then on the 4th line, he goes from speaking to screaming, and then it gives it like a harder punch when the beat drops. And I don't know, just overall, it's just something you could pump iron to at the gym or something. It's a good track. I give it an 8.5. Next. So the 5th track is When Everything Means Nothing. So this was one of the 5 singles. This song has gotten stuck in my head so many times, it's fucking ridiculous. It's more of an emotional and deep track, but as always, they do a good job at mixing brutal screams and nice singing. I think the overall subject of the song is like hiding your feelings, saying you're okay when you're not, and shit like that. The breakdown is pretty cool. It doesn't slow down the song in my opinion. I'll play it because it sounds really cool. I don't know, I just really like the feel of it, and like it just keeps the pace it had. And the song is just heavy and melodic, and on occasion those two don't work out together, but they did make it work. Great song. I give it a 9. The 6th track is Youth Division. Youth/Division. I don't exactly know what that is, that little line in between. Anyways, so the song lyrically is about his problems. So the hook is pretty good and catchy. It gives more of a rock feel compared to the rest of the album. So in the last hook, they go up like a note or an octave or something. It's noticeable. And I just thought that was cool, because if you could pull that off live, I feel like that's very impressive. It is a pretty good song. It hasn't grown on me a lot yet, but I see it growing on me in the future. I really fucked up there, but we're keeping that. But yeah, it still has to grow on me. That'll come with time, and I give the song an 8. Are you buried? So the 7th song is Shattered Glass. Now I can tell they wanted to make some fucking crazy shit, and they did. Like this, I can tell people are gonna go fucking wild at shows when they play this live. You know, I can always appreciate a heavier song, and they did not disappoint. So the first breakdown, There Is More Than One, is awesome. I like how they executed it. He said, all I see is violence, and I feel like that's a cool phrase to break down on. In the breakdown, like while it's playing out, there's a pause, and then it keeps going. I feel like that adds suspense, and it just sounds cool. And the second breakdown later in the song is absolutely insane. Like when I heard it, I actually said, holy shit. I didn't think it, I didn't fucking mouth it, I actually said holy shit. And I never do that. Like listening alone, I never do that, but I did it for this because it's insane. Like still, even after 4 or 5 listens, I still have to brace myself because it's insane. I don't know how else to explain it. That is easily one of the best breakdowns I have heard in a long time. Other than that, it's just a fucking great song. It's really hardcore. 9.5. So the 8th track is Tower of Pain. So this was the first single that I heard from the album. It made me more of a fan of this band than I already was, considering I've only heard like 3 songs beforehand. I mean, the song is very heavy. It just has like a ominous, just intense and like dark feel, like just the track sonically. It's definitely one of my favorites from the 5 singles. And the last breakdown is very good. I absolutely love the reverb on the second drum. I don't know how to explain that. I'll play it. I know I'm playing a lot of things, just forgive me, okay? It's better for you to understand what I'm saying rather than you not, so back on topic. I love that fucking drum, holy shit, the reverb, oh man, it's fucking orgasm. Overall, it's really just an intense and dark track. I give it a 9. So the 9th track is Debts of the Soul. It starts off with very chill guitars and mellow singing, and then it just explodes into screaming and like actual fucking guitars. And I thought that was pretty cool. I feel like it will catch some people off guard. It didn't catch me off guard because I just have a lot of experience. So I was like, there's no way they're gonna stay quiet like this. I knew it was coming. It is a good track, but I see it more of as like an interlude into the next track because it transitions into the next track very well. And you know, this song is good, but I just see it as an interlude to the next track. That's just what it is to me, but I give it an 8. And the 10th and final track is Oblivion. So this is one of the 5 singles, and it's just another example of how they can mix a nice singing chorus with heavy screaming verses. It's really just a mix of hardcore and emotional, and I'm pretty sure it's directed towards a certain person. As Ryan says, I look into the sky, I'm screaming out your name, so I'm assuming that's directed towards someone. I like the hook. It's just one of those hooks where I can't explain why I like it. It's just a good hook, and that's that, okay? If you wanted an explanation, I'm sorry. And as per usual, it is fitting for an outro track. I can see it being a fan favorite. I give this song a 9. Alright, I bet it's gonna be an 8 point something. I gotta add this shit up, hold on. What did I fucking tell you? So, I gave Dark Skies by Fit for a King an 8.5. We're still going on the 8 train, man. It's gonna change one day. So yeah, this is a pretty good album. If you like these guys, I would also recommend their previous album, Death Grip. But yeah, other than that, I don't really know what to say. I'll link Fit for a King in the description. Really, that's it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. You can leave a like if you did, comment if you did, subscribe if you're new. And yeah, I'm gonna stop talking. Hope you have a good rest of your day. It's been Tiller, and I'm out, bitch.